right. Good afternoon. It is a Monday. It is a Monday. And it is good to see everybody here. Howdy, Lonix. Hey, Wade. Hey, Knox. Hey, Gideon, Ken, Davey. Sidewinder shot, and you are right. It is the one day of the year that, despite what everyone says, is actually my birthday. I mean, I guess every day is, but today is the actual, real birthday. Oh, thank you, Wade. Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, Gideon.
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, Gideon. Seriously, thank you so much, guys. And Super, it's good to see you. You too, Alex, Blam, Fish. Thank you, Benraka. Oh yeah, Matt. It's been all right so far. I'm gonna be honest. I was up way later than what I meant to be yesterday. So I crawled my butt out of bed super late. And I could have been on here an hour ago, but I just couldn't help resist picking up a quesadilla. Hold on now. I'm not in the spot with a max lift. Where am I? Hey, Vlad. Hey, Bishop. Well, wait, that all depends entirely on if it, works in this server. That's the big question right there.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Hey, Merc. Oh, Vlad, you probably have it for the free fly.
Torpedo burrito.
Oh, Silas. Thank you, Silas. Thank you, man. Seriously, thank you. I want you guys to know, though, like, you ain't got to give me dollars or anything like that. I'm just happy to have you guys here with me. And despite my reservations about it, I'm going to take the Zeus back to ArcCorp to grab my Starlings. Oh, Ken. Now that, Ken, I will take. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, man.
Welcome to the ASOP
And
Vehicle
yeah,
Retrieval
Vlad,
System.
the cutter you probably have as a loaner temporarily. Whenever the IAE starts, they sorry. What in the world? They like to give out a couple of loaner ships, so that way everybody can get around. And they're a big fan of doing it with the cutter because it's just a fun little ship. Hey, Dominus. Holy crap, Burke!
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Thank you, Burke. Thank you,
Vehicle
man.
selected.
Torpedo burrito.
Stand by.
And Super Pinoy.
Your vehicle has been delivered
Well, you
to the
know,
following location.
if it was 2 days ago, that was what, Saturday? We gotta sing you happy birthday. We just gotta. Since we weren't around for it. Oh, Gideon, you don't have to do that. Besides, it's Spectrum. You don't want the Spectrum people. They're angry. And yeah, Christian, it is. For once, the one day out of the year, it actually is. Besides, I like hanging out with you guys. Oh no, Super. We sing for everybody here. No matter how off key or cringe, everybody should have somebody to wish them happy birthday for their birthday. Oh, Vlad. Thank you, Vlad. Thank you, man. Yeah, Gideon. It's, hold on. I'll just type it out. Thank you, Vlad. And you know, Vlad, I have finally come up with a goal for this channel.
New friendship.
Oh, super!
Beards of antiquity. By the beards of antiquity.
Thank you, super.
By the beards of antiquity.
Thank you, man.
Close to a new friendship.
I will never figure out how to fix that. It's going to do that for the all time.
By the beards of antiquity.
Thank you. But yeah, Gideon. I've got the new address. I just dropped it there in chat. Well, you know, Coyote, I do have some of the beer that I do like to drink, that Lindemann's Lambic. But I have finally figured out a goal for this channel, and it's a little bit of a self-defeating goal because it's not really geared towards it. But my goal for this channel is eventually to be big enough that I could get a sponsorship from a dice company, which I know isn't really a thing that I should probably be shooting for, since, you know, this is more of a gaming / Star Citizen channel, and we don't talk a lot of D&D and dice and whatnot. But I like dice, you know. I like clickety clacks. So it might not make a lot of sense, but that's what I'd like to go for eventually. Now, you know, do I have like steps to take to get there? No, not really. But, you know, it's a nice little fancy. I mean, getting as far as goods that are illegal, I think alcohol, I don't think you can ship alcohol. They kind of frown on sending guns, which I don't think you really have to worry about. Which you can mail guns, you have to go through like an FFL license.
Torpedo burrito.
Oh, thank you, Coyote. Thank you. That's all I want. I just want someone to send me clickety clacks. You know, Lathamir, it's funny. Did you know that Arkansas does not have a single 7-Eleven? They don't exist here. Well, you see, Bishop, guns you can mail, but it has to be done through a licensed person. An FFL dealer, usually like an actual gun store. And when the gun is transferred to you, you basically go through the exact same paperwork as buying a gun. So while you can mail a firearm, there are, you know, checks and balances to it. Like, I can't just mail my Uncle Fredo a gun all willy-nilly. I have to go through the proper channels. It has to be mailed from an FFL dealer to an FFL dealer. Has to make sure that it's legal in both states, yada yada yada. And it's you know, it's a big thing. It's able to be done, but it's a big thing. And there's also money involved. But with alcohol, Arkansas doesn't allow alcohol to be shipped to a personal address. Now, like, I could always ask like a liquor store to special order something, but they're very stringent on having alcohol shipped directly to your home. I think it's to make sure that children don't, you know, like, go online and just order vodka to get around the whole, you know, not being 21. Yeah, I get it. I think as long as it's non-alcoholic, it's fine. I don't think we really have any sort of restrictions as far as food goes. Now, they might open it and check it out, and it might sit at customs for a while. So I don't know if I'd send anything too perishable. You know, Super, we don't have Buc-ee's yet, but we are getting a Buc-ee's probably about 25 minutes from my house. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared of Buc-ee's. Like, I treat Buc-ee's like it's like leprechauns. Like, you don't take anything away from a Buc-ee's. You stop and get out as quickly as you can. You don't take anything with you. Otherwise, it'll hoodwink you and put you under their spell. Oh, kid, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. Thank you, kid. I'm sorry. I saw it. I was talking a bunch. Yes, I actually do think it's soloable. Now, if you get into a fight, you might have a couple of issues, but I think it's fairly easy to solo. Like, I've done it a lot. And honestly, I'm thinking about doing it this stream just for some hauling missions. Now, County, that is true. I think it's just the very legal definition of purchasing alcohol versus, you know, making your own. Oh, Christian. Oh, Christian, let me tell you of Buc-ee's. So, Christian, do you know how big Walmarts are in the US? Think of... Hey! Holy crap! Lathomir! No! You were specifically not supposed to get that. No! Lath, what are you doing? Thank you, Lathomir.
Auto drive is now on.
Thank you, man. That's... Jeez. I mean, I'll need it eventually. I probably have some gray in my beard. Like, I've been having to, you know, stay clean-faced because I can't grow a beard. I always feel like that's the one that goes first.
Auto drive is now off.
But, Christian, I want you to imagine a gas station so large that it has 100 to 200 gas station pumps. Like, you can park and fill up 1 to 200 cars at once. Like a shopping mall gas station combination. I want you to imagine a store so large it has about 100 different flavors of beef jerky that they make on site. Now, I will say, Buc-ee's does have nice bathrooms. The US has this weird fascination with having very open bathrooms. Like stall walls that have like a 2-foot gap at the bottom so you can pretty much see like your neighbor's kneecaps. like massive gaps where you can pretty much look eye to eye with somebody in a restroom stall. Very very disconcerting. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I have a fear of public restrooms. So like going to the bathroom in public is very difficult. Like I can't even pee if I can hear other people, which makes it very difficult. But Buc-ee's actually sections off their bathrooms. They're individual, they're all blocked off. So I will say they do have some of the nicest bathrooms I've ever seen. Hey, Saron. Now, Vlad, I believe that. I've only been to one Buc-ee's. And it was a smaller one, but I know it had at least 150 pumps. Yeah, Christian, I ain't a fan of that. But yeah, so Buc-ee's is known for their bathrooms.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Because, you know, why do I still have a Freelancer Max? I got the Star Lancer. I don't need the Freelancer anymore. Also, Lonix, you said your friend wanted to check out the Corsair. They're not around by chance, are they? Like, what all do they want to see with it? Like, do they just want like a tour, see how it does in combat? What?
Please visit us again.
Oh yeah, you know, Lonix, that's not a bad idea. I mean, Drake Day is coming up. He'll have plenty of time to see it. Like, when is Drake Day? I need to check. Here's my Star Lancer. There it is. You know, Uther, I'm gonna take your word for that. I never want to find out on my own. That's fair, Lonix. That is fair. I did buy 15 parapet shields, yeah. Now the question is, do I have... Do not. Oh, kid, I'm sorry.
Welcome.
Yeah, like, if it's an inconvenience, no worries. Like, I can always do it, like, tomorrow or another day or whatever is convenient, or even just, I don't know, just do like a recording of an unlisted video or stream for him. Oh my god, they took away my hammerhead. I no longer have 3 rhinos. I mean, I say that. They gave me the Polaris instead of the hammerhead, so that's fine. That's fine. It's just... Huh. Wasn't expecting that. Interesting. Oh, Gideon, I was asked to make the discount Legatus level once upon a time for a particular individual.
Please visit us again.
Because they wanted to support me at a higher level. Even though I'm pretty sure the description says, do not buy this. I was bullied into making this. And I'm going to be honest, I forgot it was still up.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Hey, Mortex. Although I'm going to say, do not get it, Gideon. Do not get the discount Legatus.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
I mean, I've got plenty of options. I just like to keep them cheap. Like, shoot, if I can make them all $1, I would. Actually, you know what? While that's coming up, I could actually get dressed. There should be an option for discount legatus. I'm gonna be honest though, as far as purchasing like a membership, I have no idea how it actually works. Oh, that's right. The Stitcher cores are bugged. I should report that. Because that's my favorite armor, and now I can't really wear it. Oh, Gideon, that's weird. I don't know why it would be grayed out. You know, like, okay, so I know I'm probably the only person about this, but I'm kind of looking forward to this wipe that we're getting. Like, I know it sucks for a lot of people. See how many pants that I have that I'm never going to use? Oh, Squirrel, what happened to your power, man? Yeah, those are orange enough. Cerrone, no! Oh, that was... I specifically said not to! Cerrone, what are you doing? Thank you, Cerrone. Thank you, man. That is Coyote. That is a lot of beers of antiquity. Holy crap, what? Lathimir, Cerrone, please don't forget to change back to like a cheap, like that is, man, that's like a nice dinner out, you know? Thank you, guys. And Spoon, welcome on in. Give me just 1 minute. I'm just finishing. You know what? I'll just grab a gun. I don't think I'll actually need to defend myself too much. Tell you what. Let me pull up the Corsair.
Welcome to
And
the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Spoon,
system.
I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna put a little bit of a paint job on my Corsair because, well, I like to be pretty. Fashion is my passion. I mean, Cerrone, that's fair. Legally, I cannot stop you. That is fair. And Gideon, I have no, literally, I have no idea on how it works. Like I said, I would just keep, honestly, at the cheapest option. I was bullied into making the expensive one. Oh, Gideon, no, don't.
Welcome.
Don't do
to the
it.
ASOP
Don't.
vehicle retrieval system.
Don't. I'm gonna have to go in there and cancel that level now.
Your vehicle has been delivered.
That's right, Bishop. Oh yeah, Lonix, I remember. I remember Spoon. You know, Gideon, I wonder if it's like a regional thing. Like, you know, by country or by region. Oh, Squirrel, I am sorry, man. How long has your power been out? Gideon, legally, I cannot stop you, but I would rather you guys spend your money on yourself. The things like ice cream and Transformers and, you know, model railroads. I mean, Gideon, it literally gives nothing extra than all the other ones. Like, all the levels give the exact same. Because I refuse to have any sort of paywall stuff. Alright, Spoon, I'm gonna take you on the whole tour right quick, starting at the back. Oh, Squirrel, you got batteries? Yeah, but still get it. Like, okay, that's the thing. Like, okay, listen. Money is hard, okay? And I don't care if you guys are making like 60,000 a year, 100,000 a year. I don't care if you guys are secret millionaires and you're just, you know, doing like a Popper and the Prince thing and hanging out with the likes of me. Like, money is difficult. And the fact that any of you would take your money and instead of spending it on yourself or your, you know, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, your dog, you know, maybe that one nephew in your family that you actually like, you give it to some random yee on the internet like me. And that, it means a lot to me. Like, seriously. I get tickled at every single dollar. And I just want you guys to know that I really, really appreciate it. And friend! Thank you, Randir. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Like that. That's like 2 lunches right there, or 1 lunch at a particularly fancy place, you know? Like, thank you, Randir. Thank you, man. Coyote. Thank you, Coyote. I mean, I guess I can't stop you unless I just turn off super chats, and at this point, I don't remember how to do that. So thank you to everyone. And AJ, it is good to see you. You too, Adam. As far as 4.0, I would say you could probably wait until the patch either goes to all waves or just gets a little bit more stable. You know, Pinoy, I believe that. And Spoon, I'm sorry, like, I know you want to see some of the ship. This is a 72 SCU cargo grid. You can technically fit a lot more, but it grids 72 SCU. So just so you know what you've got to work with. Some of your components are back here. The rest are in this room. They're actually fairly easy to get out. This is your armory room, your guns, your suits. This is your docking port. If I, you know, can hit the right button. Kid, you already gave me money. You already... Randir, no! You just... Thank you, Randir. Thank you, Ken. Seriously, thank you, guys. I know it's a little dark in here because the ship is powered off. But, you do have 4 rooms, 4 little bedrooms. They're a little tiny. Unfortunately, they've taken away the hidden flask. There used to be a flask over here that you could drink from. Your bathroom. Well, AJ, I'm going to fly the Star Lancer. Oh, I can't grab this one. No. Sorry. Spoon, for context, the shampoo in the Star Lancer is grabbable, and you can equip it like a grenade and throw shampoo at people. It doesn't do anything. It's just a fun little, you know, tidbit. Hey, Wolf. Hey, Migs. It is. For once. For once. Today is my actual, real-life, honest-to-God birthday. Not tomorrow. Not yesterday. Today. And Quantum, it's not too bad. I'm giving Spoon here a tour of the Corsair because he's looking to possibly buy one. Lodix! Thank you, Lodix. You didn't have to do that, man. Thank you, Lodix. And for some reason, you've got this roof elevator, so you can go up to the roof and do roof things. Thank you, Lodix. Thank you, man. Also, I appreciate that. Whoops. Using of the hype train. I need to add.
Beards of antiquity.
Biggs!
By the beards of antiquity.
Thank you, Megs. Thank you, man.
By the beards of antiquity.
Thank you so much.
Toast to a new friendship.
Although now I think I might be trapped. I fell through the roof.
By
And I have to wait for it to come back down.
Antiquity.
Thank you, Megs.
Toast to a new friendship.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It'll come back down eventually, right? Like it's got the timer on it, right? Does it? Does it have the timer? I mean, I guess I could, I don't know, backspace myself? I can interact with something over here, but it's just opening a, oh, it's lights on. Migs, it would. It technically would. Yeah, don't. You should save your money, Migs. There we go. Yeah. There we go. I escaped. Whew. Yeah, okay, so it does have a timer on it. This is the captain's room, which is basically the exact same. It's just, you know, captainy. Oh, also your storage is down here for your physicalized storage. If you need to, you know, store things. Give you the co-pilot view. There we go. Cerrone! Dude! Dude, no, you just... Holy crap! Cerrone! Cerrone, that is a lot of money! That is a lot of... Cerrone! Holy crap, man! Holy crap! I mean, you know, Coyote... If I buy like a used one, that is a new choo-choo. That is, oh my god. Thank you, Cerrone. Thank you, man. Like I was looking at picking up a copy of Wizards on Laserdisc. And that pretty much takes care of it right there. That is that and then some, and shipping, and enough left over for a couple of quesadillas. Thank you, Cerrone. I can find the... What? That's all right. Sean! Thank you, Sarite. Thank you, Sean.
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, guys. Seriously, you don't have to give me anything. I'm just... Listen, I'm just happy to have some fun with you guys. To explore some ships and look at the IAE stuff and make jokes about it finally being my actual birthday. Hey, B-Lover, it is. Out of all the days of the year, today is the actual real-life birthday. Oh, Gideon.
Burrito.
You know what, Gideon? I will even overlook the drummer boy today. I will. This is the one day I will look over or overlook the little drummer boy. Thank you, Arcturius. Oh my god, Coyote, I can't believe you made that work. And, Bishop, I am... Oh, Christian! Thank you, Christian. Thank you, man. Yeah, you see, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's this running joke around here that every day is my birthday, and today is the one day that it actually is. Well, still, Lodix, I mean, you know, it's the IAE, like to show off a ship or two. I know we're showing off the wrong ships, but why do I see a ship behind me? Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And Bishop, I am 35 today. 35. Now, Spoon, if you're still with me, I know I've been kind of going slow on this tour. You manually fold the wings out, and once you do, you get 2 size 4s on the wings and 2 size 5s for the pilot. The ones down below, sadly, are now reserved for your co-pilot. You can either use those or use the turret in the back. You also have side turrets, which have 2 size 2s on them, and admittedly, they're not particularly strong. Like, they've kind of tuned down the Corsair. Oh, thank you, B. Thank you, man. And I plan to. You know what, actually, I'm going to go buy some rhinos. Where can I find some rhinos? I think those are... I think those are Hurl 3, aren't they? We'll take this thing for a little flight up to Hurl 3. Yeah, see, Gideon, that's the thing. Like, okay, listen, I even resisted doing donation animations, but I figured as long as they're fun, Because, like, I want to keep things simple, but I also want people to know that they are appreciated. You know? And, I just really appreciate you guys. And I also really appreciate you wanting to see things simple without 15 different overlays on the screen, or shouting constantly, or trying to make things seem overhyped, clickbaity. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the clickbait style, like constant shouty stream. Now, I know that I have a very short attention span because sometimes we try to have about 5 different conversations at once. That's just the nature of the beast. Gideon, it would be the mole. You remember when you could just jump out of the front glass on the side turrets of the mole? The mole is the least OSHA approved. Oh god, Coyote. And AJ, it's the... well, you can't really see it now. It's the graffiti skin that has all the rust and graffiti bits and whatnot. Sadly, most of the graffiti is on, well, the parts that you can't see because of the sun. Hold on. But it was the it was that one subscriber skin they had for the Corsair, which you can still get a hold of. Hey, Carlist. Yeah, getting, like, I'm not, like, I'm here to have fun. Like, if I can keep myself afloat on what I bring in, cool. If I can't, that's fine too. I'll go out and do, you know, like, other things, and I've got other stuff to support myself as well. Like, I'm not gonna ask you guys to, like, you know, donate towards a $3,000 laptop so I can do other things because I didn't want to pay for it myself. Adam, it is... I blame Command and Conquer. I blame a childhood filled with RTSs that allow me to keep track of multiple things at once. Ooh, Bishop. Oh. Bishop, I have a question about 1.0, or the stipulations to this question. Are we assuming that the ship is updated to its gold standard, or is it in its present condition? Because if we're going gold standard, or they have fixed all the bad things with it, Caterpillar. But if they have not, Starlancer. Now, Coyote, you guys did help, because, like, listen, there was no way I was going to be able to afford the graphics card on my own. You guys came through for me tremendously. For those of you who don't know, I was streaming on a 1070 for the longest time. And about... what do you guys think? 2 years ago? I want to say about 2 years ago. My poor 1070 caught fire. Literally, there was fire. And this was during, you know, the shortage on graphics cards when everybody was scalping them and selling them for way over. And I saved up, and everybody rallied and really helped me out. And I saved up enough. And I went a little over budget, but I was able to get a 3080 Ti at MSRP at Best Buy. And I've been rocking that dedicated little card ever since. Spoon! Thank you, Spoon. Thank you, man. And it is a good ship. I will say it's a lot better if you have friends with you. But I know you and Lonix play a lot together, so that actually might work out. But it is a good ship. You can put a Nursa in the back and still have quite a bit of room, actually. Thank you, Spoon. Thank you, man. And Gideon, I think the Ironclad will make me change my mind, but I don't have it yet. Now, once the Ironclad comes out, I might change my mind. It just depends on if we have it for 1.0. And it's alright, I do appreciate that so much. Hey, how's Kevin, by the way? Haven't heard from him in a minute. Also, Jay, good to see you. You too, AMD, not bad. As far as the Polaris pricing, I have no idea. I don't even remember what it was previously. Like, the Polaris was always that ship for me that was like, that's nice. I'll never have that. Like, it's a super cool ship. I just, you know, I wasn't blowing up enough people to justify it. I'd like to. I just don't. Oh yeah, anime. The Star Lancer is much larger. In fact, I'm going to. Whoa. I'm gonna assume those rocks aren't real. Otherwise, I would be Swiss cheese right now. Oh, that was a lot of. There's a lot of rocks. Yeah, no, the Star Lancer is much larger. If you give me a few minutes, I'm actually going to spawn it here. So you can actually see the size difference between the two. Hey, Shunter. Oh, it's all right, Izzy. Sounds like you've got yourself a tail gunner. Now, Spoon, I will say, the one bad thing about the Corsair, when you fold the wings up, they are super tall. So when you come in for a landing, you have to approach really low in the hangar. Like, you see I'm not particularly high up. Like, I'm going to bring it to a stop so you can see. Okay, well, actually, I just kind of scooted in, but you can see how high these wings are. So when you come in, make sure you come in low. Yeah, it is casual. Good to see you, by the way. Now, Squirrel, that is fair. I just, you know, I also like it for its cargo size, but the Polaris and I just don't, we don't run in the same circles. You know, Wouter, it is weird that the Hull C of all ships, the Hull C has the super Spartan
Welcome
communal sleeping area.
Retrieval system.
Think of the Star Lancer as a more luxury cargo ship. Yeah, we'll go with that. I guess I'll have to do it up here. Corsair is closer, anime, I'd say it's closer towards the Constellation series in size. The Star Lancer is just a little bit larger than a Constellation. Like I said, give me a few minutes because I have to claim my my Star Lancer here. I'm just picking up some guns for it.
Welcome to the ASOC
Yeah, of course,
retrieval
Lottis.
system.
Sorry I didn't get them to actually, like, combat with it.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
15 minutes? Did they increase the timer on it? My goodness, that's the same time as a Hull C.
Visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome. To
Not
the
a
ASOP
fan of
vehicle retrieval
Drake.
system.
An AMD, whenever I'm free, I'll fly for just about anybody. My problem is the phrase "when I'm free,"
Your
because
insurance claim has been thanked.
I'm going to be honest, I've been touching a lot more grass these days, doing out and about stuff. Been working on a model railroad and also running a D&D campaign. Oh yeah, Lonix. The TAC, like, okay, the TAC's not chasing anybody down, but it can clear an area. Honestly, Lonix, I'm kind of thinking about turning my Corsair into a TAC. It has more shielding. You can actually field a little, you know, support snubcraft. And it's also cute. Like, it's a great way to storm a bunker. And I feel like it really does what I wanted the Corsair to do. I need soda. Haha! I mean, Migs, I could. I've actually got a friend who works at the DMV. Dude, okay. Bishop, that's or Migs, that's what I actually really liked about living in a small town.
Coming in.
I lived in a city so small that you could walk into the DMV and there was no waiting. Can you imagine that?
Take a look around. We got a pretty good selection.
Walking into the DMV and immediately being at the counter and getting to conduct your business, no taking a number, no waiting, you just walk up and
Welcome back.
that's it. You're there. That's fair, Lonix. Hey, the Spartan.
Hi. Good to have you back.
You know, Migs, he's actually not. In fact, I think he was the star quarterback on our high school football team.
Definitely worth taking a look.
So he was anything but slow. Now, while that is true, it does have more pilot-controlled firepower. I'll give you that. But if I gotta go in with friends, I feel like the TAC has more. And don't forget, the TAC also has more shielding. Corsair has a single shield, while the TAC has, what, 2? 3? There's my citrus beef. I want to get a citrus beef burrito in real life.
Back again, I see. Welcome.
I wonder where you would find those.
We've just received some exciting new products. Have a look. Hi. Good to have you back.
They changed his hair. You ever feel bad for the people that work on a space station? Like, you're in the future, you go out and about and do all these cool things, and these poor sods are stuck working a burrito counter. And they're not even, like, anywhere cool like Deep Space Nine. They got rhinos here, right? I'm gonna feel real goofy if... Okay, yeah. I mean, Joe, that's fair. They've had the same line since, like, 2017. Oh, Ben, that's pretty much what I do. See, Ben, I've got this taco truck that I love to go to. In fact, I went there today. It's called Tacos El Gordo. And, for whatever reason, I don't know what they did to negotiate this, But the taco truck that I go to is parked in the parking lot of a toy store. You know, a toy store for older clientele. And
Hey.
anyway, they got some of the best tacos, burritos, and quesadillas that I've ever had in the Little Rock area. Anyway, now they don't hold a candle to what I used to have in Austin, but we're not in Austin, so
That's pretty much everything we got.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna say it out loud, Gideon, just in case some people might be at work or have chillins with them. But either way, no matter what you go there for, you're gonna leave full. Like you're gonna leave stuffed. And yeah, no, it's just you see all these people pulling out and you're like, oh wow, they must be having a sale or something. And nope, they're all there for tacos. All there for tacos.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
You know, Carlos, I don't know. I have no idea. They haven't really given us a date on it. Like, I thought it would be ready for 4.0, but nobody. 8 minutes? I've already expedited it, haven't I? I have. They didn't have a gun store here, did they? You know, like a small arms store. I mean, I figure the BLD, they'll launch the 4.0 just for the base building. Sorry, it's going to wipe with 4.0. 4.0 is going to launch probably mid to late December. So you got a couple of weeks. You know, it's alright. There's plenty of other super cool games to play. While you wait, do you like turn-based tactics? Because if you do, there's this fun little game called Tactical Breach Wizards. And Tactical Breach Wizards is super fun, with a very engaging story. Of course, there's always Derail Valley. You know, Bishop, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Bishop, you're my idea guy. Yeah, Lodix, Breach Wizards is such a fun game. I'm sorry, Tactical Breach Wizards. Fun gameplay. There's also always, Mech Warrior 5. I haven't picked up clans yet. I've got mercenaries, but not clans. Might actually pick that up tonight. There's also, Derail Valley just had a major update. And Derail Valley is fun, fun, fun. You know, Bishop, that's not a bad idea either.
Blue pants, a red striped shirt, red and white. Now, level
Like-
2 is off limits to all staff until further notice. No one's
Tactical Breach Wizards has a very engaging story and a lot of funny, a lot of good jokes. Or at least my style of jokes. I know it might not be up everybody's alley because, comedy and humor is subjective. But I found the writing to be very witty, very tightly focused.
Welcome to the
Shunter,
ASOP
I
Vehicle
never get around to
Retrieval
playing
System.
Transport Fever.
selected. Please visit us.
Yeah, so we'll park this thing outside, probably on one of the old pads. Then grab the Star Lancer, so you can see what it looks like side by side. Yes, all right. I'm a sucker for Flight Simulator. See, squirrel, I get punched for my humor. Mostly because it's puns, but the thing is, I like to do the thing where I work the pun into a conversation where you don't see it coming. Like, I'll go for the long setup. Like the other night, my girlfriend and I were watching something, and we had made a bunch of popcorn. And I was telling her about the history of popcorn and how it's actually a traditional snack in the military, in the armed forces, and how with popcorn they actually usually go bottom rank to the top when it comes to who gets to eat it first. You know, to thank the the privates, the lower ends, things like that. And the reason they do it is to thank them, because usually by the time it gets to the end, it's just a bunch of leftover kernels. And I had this story going for so long just to make the stupid kernel joke. And then I was assaulted on the couch. But it was so worth it. It was so worth it. It was so worth it. Yes, Spartan, you don't like that one? That's fair. Yeah, see, that's my kind of joke. The one that you actually have to set up. Like, you're wondering where it's going. It sounds like normal conversation, and it turns out, nope, just a dumb pun. Just a dumb pun. And you have to make sure they don't see it coming, too. All right. We'll park the Corsair right here. Oh, Lonix, you caught it. Assault and buttery. Good job, Lonix. Good job. All right. Go grab that Star Lancer so we can see them side by side. You know what? We'll go out the docking port. Like, is my humor highbrow? No. It's a stupid pun. It's just so fun, you know? I doubt anybody's gonna hijack this thing, but no. Okay, we're good. Oh, anime, it is worth it. It's also turn-based. You don't have to worry about, reaction time. Also, your starting character is a Navy SEER who can see 1 second into the future, which allows you to rewind a turn if things go badly. I'm gonna be honest. I bought the game specifically for that dumb joke, Navy Seer. Yeah, exactly. It's all right. You know, if you got to be able to laugh at your own jokes. Got to be able to laugh at your own.
Welcome. To the
Spartan, I
ASOC
love the Star
vehicle
Lancer,
system.
dude. It is. Like, is it
Vehicle
super
selected. Stand
efficient
by.
or whatever, top of its class? No. But it's
Your
fun.
vehicle has been delivered.
It's a good ship. And the thing about it is, I think it really allows you to make decisions. Hear me out on this. Yeah, the grid stops at 224. But if you ignore the grid and overload it, you can get nearly 400 SCU into it. So it allows a captain to make a choice. Do we keep to the grid? Or do we stuff it full? Oh, Gideon. We need to. Yeah, you know, that's another game, all right. Brew Barons. So, all right, how do you feel about a game where you have an island hopping seaplane where you get to fight sky pirates, brew your own alcohol, and run your own bar while jumping from island to island to gather ingredients in your fully customizable seaplane? Ah, you've already got it then. Well, good. Good. That means you've got good taste. Oh, yeah, Casual. Well, you know, Casual, I don't know if you saw, but 4.0, they're actually making the Carrack work for cargo. The doors are actually able to open. Now, they're not able to go down all the way like they're supposed to, but they will. I forgot to install the rhinos. I'm a silly goose. I'm a silly goose. Just in case I get into a fight, I would like to be able to hit a ship. Oh, blam. Kerbal is so fun. You know how many Kerbals that I've killed? No, Casual, that's fair. Like, as much grief as I give the caterpillar, at least it can open its doors. Carlos, Battlezone sounds familiar. Was that the old... Am I thinking of the tank game that was on, like, Atari?
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Put the rhinos on this thing. Anime, I'm sorry. I know you've been waiting forever to see the size comparison on this. I mean, Gideon, I believe it. You know, Gideon, there's an actual place called Levski. I want to say in Serbia? Maybe Croatia? Man, Casual, I'm not gonna lie, the cat is kind of sucky right now. There's an invisible component in the first module that blocks most of the cargo in that module. So you can only really use 3 modules in the front. It does have 3 shields, but really not enough power to run everything, even if you fully upgrade the power plants. So it's like you either have maximum shields and almost no weapons, or weapons and very little shields. It's not in the coolest of spots.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Carlos, was that the one on PS1? I feel like maybe I had a demo disc. Like there were 3 different tanks. Was it all wireframe? Or wireframe-ish?
Your vehicle has
Bulgaria,
been delivered to the
that's
following
it.
location.
Thank you. Sorry.
Please visit us again.
Hey, Anthony. Howdy, howdy, howdy. You know, Gideon, I went through this phase in like 8th grade where I actually tried to memorize a lot of the like Eastern Bloc countries on a map. And I promise it had nothing to do with Command and Conquer. You know, Spartan, we can find out. I don't think the headlights are... I might be thinking of another ship, though. The Czech Republic, it's actually right next to Slovakia. It's exactly where it is. You know, Gideon, I actually had a stepdad who was from the Czech Republic. Well, you know, technically Czechoslovakia. He escaped back in the 80s. Made his way to Australia, then eventually America, and became a trucker. Yeah, my headlights are broken. I know there was a thing where if you power cycle a lot, you could sometimes get them to work. You know, Gideon, I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I really don't think I can. I can tell you some of them. I know there's a Belgium. Now, how did you get turned around? That's weird. I didn't park it like that. There are 9? Okay, I'm gonna go Belgium, France, Denmark, Denmark, Netherlands. I already said France, didn't I? So yeah, as you can see, the Star Lancer is much bigger. This thing is huge. It is a chunk compared to the Corsair. Like, technically, this thing is as long as a Caterpillar, so it's definitely got some size on the Corsair. Austria. Oh, Shunter already said Austria. Okay. Hungary is Hungary? Yeah, see, that thing is so big. Let's go use it. I need to stop by and actually pick up a tractor beam. Oh, Anthony, I believe that. I believe that. Hungary is not. Okay. Let me think. Let me think. You know, I have played so many games, like so much Civilization, but Civilization never happens on an actual, like, you know, world map. It's It's a randomized map. Oh yeah, anime. Like, it does help if it does help if you have friends with you. You know, to work the turrets or just move stuff. But honestly, like, you can just fly the thing solo and be fine. Did I already say Denmark? I feel like it's gonna be one of those super tiny countries, like Vatican, well, not Vatican City, but, you know, like Luxembourg, or, you know, just shoot my, is Luxembourg next to Germany? I don't know if it's two former Eastern Bloc. Oh, we've got to have like is it Czech? Is the Czech Republic next to it? Oh, Salt. I can't help you there. I would... Listen, man, I like big ships that hold cargo. Ah! I was right. Luxembourg. I mean, I didn't know it, I guess, but still. Aw, Davey. Aw, thank you, Davey. Oh, man, you're good. You're good. You're good. Thank you, Davey. Well, you know, Joe, okay, so around here, there is the running joke that every day is my birthday. However, today, November 25th, is my real, actual, honest-to-God, honest birthday. The one day that it's actually correct. Thank you, Davey. Thank you, man. Gideon, I didn't even know a mini-state was a thing. Although, does the Principality of Sealand count? Because I know about that one. What about Micronesia? That's not in Europe, is it? Yeah, Migs, my human birthday. Thank you, Alberto. Thank you, Mossman. Wait, but Gideon, it is. It was accidentally officially recognized by England because they addressed it as such on accident. Oh, Joe.
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe Obama. Thank you. You know what? I might just go see Red 1 tonight. Get me an icy there. Yeah. I want to go see J.K. Simmons play Santa Claus. Oh, Spartan! Thank you, Spartan. Thank you, man. Oh, if we're going F1, then Monaco, right? Seriously, thank you, Spartan. Thank you so much. And it is, Adrian. Like, it is nice and cloudy outside. It is cool. It is, where am I? Like, it is just a nice... It's a nice day. Okay, so Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Vatican City. I'm still going to put in Principality of Sealand. We said Micronesia isn't one of them, right? Did I already say Luxembourg?
Quantum travel complete.
Did I? Oh, boss. Oh, thank you, boss. Thank you, man. I appreciate that greatly. San Marino? Are you sure that's not a place in GTA? Seriously, Moss, thank you. You know, Salt, okay, I don't know if you remember when 3.0 first came out, but 3.0, you know, it was our first time actually having planets. And not just moons. Actually, no, I think it was the moons too. Like, you know, landable areas. That was a cluster, man. That was... Oh, that was terrible. It was awful. Like, people were leaving in droves. It was super unstable. But the thing is, that was back then. 4.0, from what I've seen, has been fairly stable. Now, will it launch stable? Probably not. But I think it will be a lot more stable than the Milestone 3.0 launch.
Beards of antiquity.
Spartan! Thank you, man. Why is it? Why is it not repeating the... Ah, there it goes. Okay.
Friendship.
There it goes.
By the beards of antiquity.
There it goes.
Landing gear down.
I was a little concerned that it somehow fixed itself.
Friendship. Toast to a new friendship.
Have a pleasant stay.
Oh, yes, Thrud. Thank you. I love
To a
Flight
new
of Dragons.
friendship.
Like, Flight of Dragons is such a fun movie because Carolinus, the Green Wizard, never successfully gets off a spell. Except, I think, maybe in the very beginning of the movie. But I remember the first time I saw it, which wasn't that long ago, like 2-3 years ago. And he really screws up. And there's this scene where it just zooms in on him and it's just all dramatically, he does that whole, by the beards of antiquity. And I really appreciated how, like, it tried to teach kids that magic and science could be the same thing. Like, it actually scientifically tried to explain why dragons could fly or breathe fire. And, like, the explanations were, like, you know, they didn't hold up under scrutiny. But that wasn't the point. The whole point was showing that magic and science were sometimes the same thing, and something that just seemed magical could actually be explained with a rational scientific explanation. Like an excellent movie for kids, while still keeping things magical. Hey, okay, you know what? I didn't think about Sardinia. Granted, I only know Sardinia because of a Ringo Starr tape I had as a kid when he toured on his own. Well, Justin, if you ever, or Anthony, if you ever get the chance, I would highly recommend watching Flight of Dragons. Like, it's an older film, but it is fun. And Justin, it is good to see you. Oh, is it Gideon? It's not independent. Okay, well, never mind. Shows how much I know. Yeah, Flight of Dragons is good. I think Don McLean did the intro to it, if I remember right. Also, James Earl Jones plays the villain. And he has a beautiful speech about helping man destroy itself. Because basically the premise is, like, with technology encroaching, the world of magic is fading. So all the wizards congregate to see what they're going to do about it. And James Earl Jones, being the bad guy, is like, you know what? I can just help man destroy itself so magic can reign supreme. And just the speech that he has is so well done for a kid's movie. Oh, I'm sorry, Thrud. I'm sorry. There it is. All right. Blam, you might be thinking of Reign of Fire, I think. Where, like, it's post-apocalyptic, but somehow they have enough fuel for, like, Abrams tanks to get to England. Hey, Ren, I am wearing the Aztalan set. It was a subscribe. Okay, well, the chest is Aztalan, this is Venture, and then these are MacFlex. This is subscriber. These you can pick up anywhere. Really, I was just throwing on the first orange things that I had, but I didn't feel like getting a helmet to match it, so I just put on the first heavy helmet I had. Right, Joe? Yeah, Adam, have a good night, man. And Gideon, sleep well.
Welcome to the ASOS.
Good to see you, Raxtons. Tell you what, I think we're actually going to do... A few hours later, we're actually going to do a trucking job. Oh, I will, Gideon. Gonna eventually go see Red 1, I think. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, Fel, why not? I mean, you're gonna need to see what you're doing anyway. Ah, got you, Adam. I'm sorry. Because, like, the blast shield, I think right now is just for looks. Thank you, Thrud. And Thrud, I want you to know you're lucky because there's a running thing around here where every day is my birthday, but today is the one day out of the year where it is actually, honest to God, my birthday. Because these hooligans and charlatans will show up and say, "Happy birthday, Jack." And then they'll fool some poor soul into going, "Oh, happy birthday." And, you know, then I have to explain what's going on and how they've been hornswoggled into wishing me a happy birthday. What am I on? Member. I'm a member. That's right. Yeah, see? Right there. Thank you, Shunter. See, Joe's on to me. It's how I afford my quesadillas and my ices and my my truck stop spaghetti. Man, I cannot stop thinking about that gas station spaghetti that I had in Tennessee. That was so good.
By the beards of antiquity.
Aw, thank you, Carlist.
By the beards of antiquity.
Thank you, man. And thank you, Nightshade. Is that Camden, Arkansas? So I have been through Camden multiple times. No, Spartan, it was at this... Okay, I was at this little rundown gas station. We were on our way to North Carolina. We had to get gas, and I walked inside, and they had the most rundown, sad, depressing subway I'd ever seen. And I'm thinking, I'm not gonna get that. But the gas station portion also had their own, they had their own, you know, what do you call it? Food. And part of it was spaghetti, and I'd never seen spaghetti at a gas station before. Now, for those of you who don't know, I love spaghetti. I am a whore for spaghetti. A prostitute, if you will. I will do unkind things for spaghetti. So I thought to myself, you know what? This is probably a trap. Gas station? Spaghetti? But I gotta chance it. And it's some of the best spaghetti I'd ever had. And I just, like, it was right there on the border of Mississippi. Between Tennessee and Mississippi. I could pull it up and find the gas station. If you gave me a minute. But it was just so good. Yeah, Spartan, like, I realize I could have paid a terrible price. I could have, but I didn't. I didn't. I mean, wait, I can... Man, you give me a moment, I can tell you exactly where it was. You know, he was not. He was not. Man, you're gonna make me tell people about air hockey now, aren't you? Let's see. I think that was down 74. Maybe just outside of Ducktown. On Andrew Jackson Highway. I think I found it. It's a little Shell station on Highway 64 in Tennessee. Just a few miles outside of Mississippi. And man, they were good.
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to
You know, Lonix, I do, actually. I do. I know I don't hawk them a lot, but Toby is a pretty decent system.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Aw, Taco!
Torpedo burrito.
You know, Taco, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You are not wrong at all.
Shields off.
Thank you, Taco. Thank you, man. Which reminds me, I need to dig up that band again. There's this band called Grave Danger. Or maybe that's the name of the album? Anyway, it's a ska band, but they do Halloween ska. Like, it's ska, but the music is all Halloween themed. So they have things like Undead End's Job, or I'll just have to pull it up and look at it. Like, the songs are done really well. Actually, you know what? It's all right. That's another game you could pick up. Skatebird. You're a bird who skates. Okay, so if you listen to one song by Grave Danger, listen to Too Ghoul for School. Not too cool, but Too Ghoul for School. Sorry, I bring up Skatebird because in Skatebird you can like pick up cassette tapes to unlock extra music. And it plays a lot like Tony Hawk and has some Tony Hawkish music, but a lot of the soundtrack is Grave Danger. So for some reason, you could be skating around a room as a bird while listening to Too Ghoul for School or Cemeterarium or Bigfoot Beach. Hey, Crazy Taxi is a good one. I remember playing as Axel. Mouse skates, Adam. What are mouse skates? Anthony, let me tell you a story about the DARE program. You know, Nightshade, I wish it had MFDs where I could actually see them, but I'll take a radar over MFDs if I absolutely have to. Hey, Persuader. Not so bad and enjoying the day. So anyway, Anthony, when I was a kid, you know, we had the whole DARE week where it was like every day was themed something different. And they had a whole Wear Red Day. And I had some hand-me-down jeans from my cousin. And these jeans were dyed red. They were like black and red. And I was like, man, I'm going to show everybody how anti-drug I am. I'm going to have red pants. And I was pretty much laughed out of school because this was Arkansas. And red pants were just not a thing that you did at all. And I was so confused. I was like, why are people making fun of me? This is so this is the most anti-drug. Because for some reason, wearing red shows how dedicated I am to being against drugs. Why aren't kids taking this as serious as I am? And I never wore those pants again. Hey, Overrun. Ah, got you, Adam. Okay, I thought you picked up like small skating shoes for like a pet mouse. Dude, Anthony, I was too. I was so serious about it. Incidentally, they never pushed like anti-alcohol as much as they did anti-drugs. You know, DPT, donuts are getting kind of expensive. Yeah, wait, like, dude, kids are vicious, man. Kids can make fun of you over anything. Like, you could have a perfectly normal last name that has nothing really associated with it, and some kid will be clever enough to find a way to make fun of it. Or like, let's say you go to school and your hair looks slightly different. Man, you are asking for it. You got a new shirt? Ooh. Kids will zero in on anything that could be a weakness and take you down. Holy crap, Tom! Tom! Thank you, Tom. Holy crap, man. Sorry, you threw me off so much. I got to put my landing gear down. Holy crap. Tom. Buddy.
Doesn't say.
Thank you, Tom. I will. I will, Tom. You know, I think I could actually pick up that Kato built Mikado engine now for my layout. Thank you, Tom. Joe, you're right, dude. Also, Joe, what I forgot to mention, that spaghetti was half off. Half off. I got it for 50% off. Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. And Overrun, I don't mind it. It's been decent so far. Now, also Overrun, I've made a point of kind of staying away because it's happening at New Babbage. And I have a special dislike for New Babbage. So New Babbage plus a big event and all that, not a thing that I particularly enjoy. Oh, thank you, Tom. I really appreciate it. Now, Overrun, I have visited it. I've been there. It's the same layout we've had. Oh, Nightshade. Thank you, Nightshade. Thank you. God, an icy sounds so good. Icy, icy, icy. God, I could use an icy. Thank you, Nightshade. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, see, Overrun, okay, one of the big issues with it is, once you've been there, that's a gun. Like, once you've, you know, gone through one IAE, you've pretty much done them all. Now, there's always the whole, like, you know, when they've got a new ship out, like the Star Lancer. Yeah, it's fun to visit, but, you know, the layout is going to be the same. And it's like, oh, hey, unless I'm renting a ship, there's not really a big reason to show up. Now, if it's your first IAE and you've never been, go enjoy it. It's great. But if you've been around the block a time or two, then, you know, you can skip out, go do missions, whatever. Oh, Overrun, we are suckers for food around here. Salt, this is a skin. This is the Pacific skin. No, the base paint is actually the brushed metal look that you have on the base model Freelancer. But I have a passion for fashion. And the louder and tackier a skin can be, the more excited for the skin I will be. Grim, I am. I really like it because, one, for hauling jobs, you can actually use the cargo layout to split up where jobs are going. For example, I'm going to put 47 on one side and 45 on the other. Or I could, you know, load up 45 in the back. Yeah, like the sapphire paint, which sadly the sapphire paint is now gone. You would have to get a hold of it through other means. Come on. Up you get. There we go. Yeah, the sapphire paint is beautiful. Yes, Tom. I do have that paint. And I like it a lot. I wish I could have that paint on the Star Lancer. But CIG's not brave enough to do that. You hear me, CIG? Do you hear me? Can we get a Christmas paint for the Star Lancer? Yeah, Thrud. Good luck with work, man. Hopefully it goes all right. Yeah, overrun, that's fair. Like, it's a good way, like, if you're not whaling it like I have. And honestly, I would suggest against whaling because that way you can, you know, enjoy progression and all that. Anyway, if you're not whaling it, then renting them to see how they handle is an excellent, excellent thing to do. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Aha! I knew there were 4s in here. I mean, Sparkplug, we'll probably get it in, what, 2 to 3 years? And thank you, Overrun. Tom, I'll tell you what I would want for my birthday as far as a paint goes. If I could have a paint job of anything, I want it to be Hot Wheels 90s glittery purple with flames, like the Hot Wheel flame coming off the front and the engines. Like, I want it to be tacky. I want it to be maximum tacky. The most tacky. Glitter purple. Like, you remember when they had those Hot Wheels in the early 90s that were one color, but if you put them in hot water, they changed to another color? Oh, can you imagine that? Can you imagine, like, okay, let's say your ship is purple, right? But when you get hit by energy weapons, it takes the heat from the energy weapons and turns pink, like a mood ring. Like, it'd be totally useless, but I want a paint job that does that. And yes, yeah, I've got rhinos. It comes with the M series cannons, but I wanted rhinos. Oh, do you, Ed? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about then. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, serious? Yeah, the color shifters. Yeah, Overrun, not a fan of the I mean, that's fine. Right now the snubs are in a bad spot because since they don't have quantum drives, they can't go to nav speeds. So all the snubs are kind of in a really weird position. Salt I'm loading it to the other side. Yeah, I remember the loop-de-loop track. And yeah, Talos. They had the color changing shirts. The problem with those were people forgot that armpits existed, so it would basically highlight wherever you were sweating. And well, that's the reason they didn't really catch on. And Solar God, how are you enjoying the C2? Like, the C2 is the quintessential, that's again, hauler right now. Whoopsie doodle. Tell you what I miss from the 90s. Okay, so back in 98, I had this shirt that had like a velociraptor on it. Because, you know, Jurassic Park, I think, had Lost World coming out and whatnot. Anyway, had a velociraptor on it. But there was also this red button on the shirt, like a red plastic button. And if you pushed it, it would make like a dinosaur roar. You guys remember those? Like, the button was woven into the shirt. It was like red plastic and semi-flat, but it definitely, you know, drug on the shirt. The problem was, you couldn't shut it up. So, like, I'd be in class, and somebody would punch the button, and it would just go, and then, you know, I would get in trouble with the teacher. It's like, I didn't do it, but I also can't stop it. So I just have to wait, like, the 10 seconds until it stops. Honestly, Sean, probably. I mean, for the price point of the Ironclad, it's very competitive for having, you know, almost 3 times the cargo. And yeah, Overrun, I was actually playing around with it in 4.0 Friday. Right now, it's kind of a half-baked measure, which they said it would be until they got everything fixed. But even in the half-baked way, working pretty good. Now, Solar, I will tell you, that C2, you got to worry about the elevator on it. If you leave the elevator down, it will eventually go up on its own. So if you're loading up cargo and pirates come by, make sure you send that thing up. Because on other ships like the Caterpillar, it will not go up. But the C2, it will eventually. So, just watch out for that. No, Salt, that's fine. Like, the Ironclad is basically like 3 caterpillars smooshed together. I get it. It's not pretty. It's not designed to be pretty. Drake and Pretty don't hang out in the same circles. I get that. You know, I guess I could have used an Atlas for this, but whatever. Like, believe me, I get it. Like, it doesn't feel Drakey because it's too boxy, like it's not defined enough. Alright, so Seraphim on the right, Tresler on the left. You know, Malloy, I would go for that. The Super Cloud. And give me a second. I need to check movie times right quick. Because some friends just got back to me and they said they would actually be interested in seeing Red 1. There we go. Yeah, Wolf, I'm okay with that part being a cat copy. And yeah, Sean, thank you, man. It's good to have you guys here.
You are clear to launch.
Engines on. Launch sequence complete.
You know, Nightshade, I never got to see Space Odyssey. I actually think I have it. It's in my stack of laser discs that I need to get through. I picked up a huge stack a while back, and I am still making my way through them. Yeah, Justin? I had myself a quesadilla earlier. Oh, it was so good. Caramelized onions. All that grilled chicken.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Held together in a thick layer of cheese. Oh, let's hit Seraphim first. Although I think now, with all this wonderful birthday money that you guys have been so wonderfully generous with, I'm gonna go pick up Wizards on Laserdisc because I've always wanted to see Wizards, but never got to. And I figure if I'm gonna watch a movie as wonderfully, 70s and 80s as Wizards, I should do it in a 70s and 80s format. That and I just, enjoy Laserdisc. Yeah, Persuader, okay. If I have to have one or the other, I want radar so I can see if things are sneaking up on me. But at the same time, how bad off are they? I shouldn't require a Toby so I can check the status of an enemy ship. Toby is great, but it shouldn't be a required purchase, Solar, it's 224 gridded. Now, if you really try hard and, can get things real cozy, you can get about 400 SCU into it. But realistically, I would say probably stick around 300 or just stick with the 224 on the grid. So, Tom, imagine, if you will, that the apocalypse has happened and humans are gone, right? Magic has taken over. And, you've got magical creatures, gnomes, blah, 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 all living in harmony. And there's two brothers. One would just like to sleep away the day and, be a lover and all that. And the other one discovers lost works of the Nazis and uses this to bring fascism and despotism into the world and starts to take over because people are completely unprepared to resist things like, fascism and how propaganda spreads. It's just they've never had to experience it before. So one wizard brother has to go fight the other wizard brother. There's a trailer for it on YouTube. That's all I've seen on it so far, and I'm trying to keep myself as blind as possible so I can go into it, not knowing much about it. But it uses a lot of rotoscope. It's a Ralph Bakshi film. And, Ralph was legendary for his animation and rotoscope movies. Yeah, monogram. It's actually got the same as the Caterpillar, 576, but it's laid out much better than the Caterpillar.
Engaged. Quantum travel complete.
You know, Overrun, I can see it being a catfish. My dad and I used to set out trout lines right there at the dam in on the Washita River. And it was always a pain when he would hook a catfish. Because that thing would be like 4 feet long, and we'd be out there in a little canoe, desperately trying not to get the thing turned over. And of course, they get much bigger. But, still, they were a pain to deal with. But yeah, if you've never heard of it, at the very least, I would look up the trailer to Wizards. Not The Wiz, not The Wizard, but Wizards by Ralph Bakshi. Same guy who also did like the Lord of the Rings animated movie. Like I might be on the wrong side. They might want me over here. Nope. I was wrong. Oh, Nightshade. Don't even talk to me about alligator gar. That's the first fish I ever caught. I was 3 years old. My dad's helping me reel it in, and it snaps the line and lands right in my lap, and it's snapping all over the place. And as far as fish go, that was the most horrifying experience I'd ever had. And I didn't want to go fishing ever again. Man, I hate alligator gar. They are just ornery. Yeah, Overrun. So to do cargo, and right now the distribution centers don't really do cargo, but you have to awkwardly load it up from an outpost, and then unload it at a city. While unloading it at a city is fine, it's the awkwardly loading it up. Now, you could argue something like a, oh, what do you call that?
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Like an Argo would be good for it.
Have a pleasant stay.
But still, to load 576 SCU, that takes time, you know? It takes a lot of time. I mean, no, they can be scary as an adult. I still don't like them. You know, to Vectus, I forgot that he actually did Fritz the Cat. Alright, this should be my Seraphim load. Yep. Man, that is tight. Okay, we'll take these out first. Now, I forget. Was he involved with the Hobbit movie, or was that... No, that was just Rankin Bass, wasn't it? That wasn't Bakshi. Yeah, Wolf, that is true. It's surprising this thing doesn't have a tractor beam. And Salt, that is true. Like, if a Polaris is in the area, I don't want to be in the area. In the words of Mr. Miyagi, best defense, no be there. You know, Spartan, I could. I even have an Atlas. Man, I literally just keep forgetting to spawn the thing. And then, like, I gotta send this ship down, then call the Atlas and bring it back up. And it's just, it's a whole thing. I'll just, every single time I tell myself I'll just use the max lift. That's right, Ty. Thank you. Yeah, Justin? Have you guys got to watch Transformers 1 yet? It's incredibly good. Yeah, Tom, have a good night, man. I'm gonna have to dip myself as soon as I drop off this last load of cargo on the opposite side. So I'm gonna go see Red 1 with friends and get that icy. You know, Salt, I feel that. I feel that. Because, like, the Atlas, well, it's good for loading and unloading. I hate how slow it is to turn or traverse a location. Oh, Simon, this is just a hauling job. We're not actually doing a trade run. We're doing a hauling mission. So, why aluminum? No idea. I don't ask questions. I just drop off to where I'm told and try not to lose my load. Unless you mean, why are the jobs like these low-end things like aluminum, then I've got the same question. I'd say maybe it's so pirates don't try to hijack them too much. Only thing I can come up with. You know, Justin, The Fallen has the funniest line. Actually, it's got a series of lines. Like, for one, it gave us the prolific, you know, I am directly beneath the enemy scrotum line. Or, my favorite, one man, alone, betrayed by the country he loves, while in a car full of people assisting him. That is true, Persuader. That is true. Rep means everything to these jobs. It's been a long time since I've seen a pirate, but it's also been a long time since I've had anything worth pirating. And of course, who could forget the legendary line from The Fallen, or Revenge of the Fallen, when Optimus Prime says, "Give me your face," as he literally rips the face off of The Fallen. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the Michael Bay films, but War Crime's Optimus Prime is a special boy. Oh, he is a special boy. You guys want to hear about the D&D campaign I got going on right now? You know, Simon, I was really hoping they would prettify the boxes. Like anything part of a hauling job should have like Kovalex on the side, or if you guys ever have like the Pacer stack trains come through your area, but like all the boxes should be, you know, advertised upon. Oh, Justin, that's adorable. Wait, Slime, you don't like this paint job? You don't like the banana boat? All right, so check this out. This is what I've got so far. Now, this isn't the whole campaign. This is just, you know, a part of it. But they're arriving in this town. Hasn't been doing so hot. And was recently attacked by a dragon. And they're going to find out that this town has been attacked by the same dragon every few years. Now, they're going to actually have to go look at some paperwork, you know, actually read, look at some books, make some investigation rolls. But the gist of it is that the Baron of the city is in a real estate scam with this dragon. So basically, this dragon comes in, attacks a few places, burns a few houses to the ground. The Baron buys the real estate at super cheap prices to assist people, then waits a few years, value goes up, sells the real estate at a premium, and they repeat every 10 years or so. So it's basically just a dragon and an elf in power running a real estate scam to collect on the gold. But the dragon is getting greedy and is doing it more and more, and then decides, why do I need this guy? Why not just cut out the middleman and take over the entire town instead? Because he refuses to be subjected to market forces. Well, you see, Pinoy, like, he just keeps a small cut of the gold. Like, whenever he sells off the property, like, the dragon gets the majority of the gold, but the dragon's gonna be greedy and decide to cut out the middleman and take over the whole town. And they'll have, like, you know, big fight. And I've got some other stuff set up, but I've got all the paperwork for them to read over. I've got a particular inn in town that has a copper-plated roof. So I had to go look up metals and find out which metal would be resistant to acid. Because this is a green dragon and they have, you know, acidic breath. Yeah, Simon. Good luck with work, man. And this way they can do political intrigue, find out the Baron is no good. Corner him, fight with the guards. Then like one giant showdown in the town square with a dragon while he's trying to, you know, eat people. And thank you, Overrun. Good luck with the rest of the day, man. And also, like, in a few sessions ago, there was a Nothic they had to deal with, which they let go. And I'm really glad they did, because now I can use this Nothic to drop hints at them if they just get stuck. So I can, like, leave little notes, little cryptic notes on their tavern beds. And they can be like, who is this mysterious stranger giving us hints? Because Nothics are so good for that. I've got a weak spot for Nothics. We see, Super, I was trying to find, like, the smallest possible dragon they could fight. Because for a lot of them, it's their first dragon. And you always remember your first dragon fight. I mean, that's literally half the name of the game, you know? Dungeons and Dragons. And I feel like a lot of the campaigns that I've been in, there's been a decided lack of dragons, you know? Like, you might go fight some sloths, or zombies, or vampires, or whatever. But by golly, in a game called Dungeons and Dragons, like, let me fight the titular dragon. And, you know, there's a whole slew of dragons, as far as challenge rating goes. And, you know, you can take on some at, like, levels 4 or 5 or whatever. And while they might not be the strongest dragon you ever fight, you always remember the first one. It's just always that feeling of, wow, we were right there, you know? Grothbar the Barbarian had just fallen. I was at 2 HP. Yeah, wait, I'm gonna fix that. We're gonna have some dungeons. Because, like, they might take out the dragon in the town, but if they want his riches and his rewards and all that, they're gonna have to go to his lair. Yeah, Justin. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Go and eat some food. Go and eat some spaghetti. Enjoy the rest of the night. I've also got a twist waiting for them because they defeated a hag earlier, and they found a ring of mind shielding. Now, for those of you who don't know about a ring of mind shielding, it keeps people from casting things like detect thoughts and stuff like that on you. But if you die, you can choose to have your soul enter the ring, so that way people can bring you back to life with like a resurrect spell or whatever. Well, the thing is, when they found this ring, there was already a soul in it. And what they don't know is that it is the soul of a Draco Lich, which is basically a lich that is also a dragon. And basically, whenever a Draco Lich dies, its soul can enter its phylactery, and if the phylactery makes contact with the body of a dead dragon, then the Draco Lich can take it over. And, you know, be a lich about things again. So they're gonna do the whole thing where they defeat the dragon, yada yada yada, and then you know, we're gonna rearrange things, so maybe, just maybe, this Draco Lich gets a new body. And then he flies off and does bad things, and it's all their fault. So now they have a guilt-based reason to go chase down this Draco Lich. I mean, like, there'll be rewards and whatnot, but you know, like, I feel like with a lot of D&D, it's always reward-based, going after the thing. But if you can manipulate your players into being the reason a big bad has been unleashed, then maybe they'll do it for good instead of the money. Because you can guilt them into fixing the mistake they did. Come on, there we go. You see, Bishop, that's the other plot hook I have. If they go the other direction, to the other city, they're going to run into this bard who is looking to hire them because he has heard a tale of a bard who made a song that was so good that his patron, this king, had him buried with the king so that nobody else could hear it. But such things as, you know, speak to undead or speak with dead exist. So he wants to hire the party to invade this tomb, find anything inside of it, and basically you speak with dead to talk to the bard to find out what the song was. Because, you know, basically steal it and just become a super famous bard. And my plan is that history remembers things a little bit differently, and it turns out that the song was so bad that everybody who heard it got sick and died. So, to make sure that nobody would be able to hear it, the bard was buried, and everyone else who heard it was buried with him. You know, Wolf, I believe that. You ever notice how sometimes the character doesn't seem to align with the character and seems to align more with the player? Like, you might have a paladin and yet that paladin seems to play more like a thief. Or like they're a paladin, but they play more like a Crusades paladin. Like they gotta be angry about everything. Or you have the person who's playing a wizard, and they're not really pulling off the intelligence score that a wizard has. Like, the class is a wizard, but they're approaching everything the way like a sorcerer might. Like, I'm in a D&D game right now where I'm an actual player, and there's two wizards, and admittedly one of them is a multi-class. He's a wizard and warlock, and I'm hoping it's not just for min-maxing purposes of grabbing Eldritch Blast and letting it level up with player level. But between two wizards, none of them have Identify or Counterspell or Featherfall, which is weird because we're level 7 and you would expect such wizard staples to have been taken, acquired via scroll, because the entire game takes place in a city where magical items like that are rampant, and yet no one has acquired them. Which is fine. I mean, like, you can play any way you want to. It's just one of those things where it's odd, you know? Oh, Persuader, that would have been so nice. Name this thing the Super Goose, or Star Goose, or better yet, the Star Wall. Yeah. The Star Wall. Hey, biker. Oh, biker, I'm actually about to get out of here. I'm sorry, man. Hey, Mabutu. And yeah, Wade, have a good one. Because I'm gonna go see that Santa Claus movie.
Welcome to the ASOP
Red One.
vehicle retrieval
Is it
system.
gonna be bad? Yes. But by golly, I'm going to enjoy it. Thank you, Mabutu. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. But all right. We have hop, skipped, jumped, and messed around. Guys, I gotta say, I have had a wonderful birthday. Oh, Bishop, yeah. Yeah, like as a DM, like sometimes you introduce a character and you need to make sure that it disappears to come back later, like a reoccurring character, and it's very hard to make sure that they can give things the slip unless they have things like scrolls of teleport or whatever else. And at that point, like, why is this goblin with a funny voice running around with scrolls worth like 1,000 gold, you know? Oh, thank you, Arcturius. Oh, Nightshade, it will be. It will be. But guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Sibby. We're gonna wrap it up for now. And I'll let you guys know how Red 1 went. Because like I said, it's not gonna be good, but it's gonna be fun. I'm hoping it's in the realm of Violent Night. If you have not seen violent night, I would definitely recommend it. Think of it as the comedy version of Die Hard meets Home Alone, with lots of camp. Like, imagine Die Hard, but instead of John McClane, it's Santa Claus, with also Home Alone. So, anyway, you guys have a wonderful night. Aw, thank you, Sirius. Thank you, man. I'm gonna have tons of ices. Actually, I'll probably just have 2 ices. Cause I gotta go take my meds. If anybody sees Raymond, let him know I'm gonna go take my meds right now. Thank you, Troy. Thank you so much, guys. It's been a wonderful day. You guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves. I've got a ton of Discord messages to answer too. So if you have sent me a message, you'll probably be hearing from me soon. And, oh, Mabutu! Thank you, Mabutu. Thank you so much. And you guys have an absolutely wonderful night. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow. And depending on what day it is, we will investigate more of the IAE. So have a good night. Take care of yourselves. And as always, until next time, keep on trucking. And thank you so much for an absolutely wonderful birthday. Have a good night, guys.
By the beards of antiquity. By the beards of antiquity. By the beards of antiquity. A toast to a new friendship. By the beards of antiquity.